good. Yeah.
Did you know that I saw Paul Blart Mall Cop in theaters?
You know,
No.
this is our first time interacting, but that still doesn't surprise me. We've known each other 2 hours, and that does not.
You're like this.
That feels right.
But here's the weird part. I cannot remember why, under what conditions, I came to be watching it in a theater. But I know that I did see it in a theater. And
Maria, I believe you walked in there voluntarily.
Seems unlikely, but.
What's the unlikeliest theatrical movie for everybody? For me, it has to be Crossroads, starring Britney Spears, which I did see in theaters.
Amazing.
Wow.
I think that mine at the time, this is no longer the case, but at the time, when the fourth Die Hard came out, Live Free or Die Hard, I saw that. I saw that midnight release.
Wow.
Yeah.
I legitimately don't think any answer I could give would be surprising to anybody. I guess the most recent thing that I saw, knowing nothing about Hatsune Miku, I went and saw a limited release of the new Hatsune Miku movie, Colorful Stage, the Miku who can't sing. I went in knowing nothing about Hatsune Miku. I left still really not knowing anything about Hatsune Miku, but I still cried twice during the movie. And then I started learning everything I could about Hatsune Miku because I used to live in Japan and everything. It's just, there's nerd spheres and resonances, and it's just one I never encountered. So I'm trying to learn about it. I love lore. I love learning about things. I love deep diving into lore and stories and narrative, and just give me a month and I will learn just about everything. And it's so good. The Hatsune Miku general universe, because it was largely done with the origins and it's driven by fans and everything like that. There's so many different sort of storylines, and it's been such a joy to try to tease out and kind of figure out what and why and what narrative space does this exist in, and why does it do it truly has been delightful. So I went from zero to Miku in a day. Cool.
Yeah. You really dove into the HMCU.
Yeah.
yeah. And just figuring out how the licensing works and everything, it's wild. It's so neat.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's so neat. Yep.
I love, Megan mentioned Die Hard 4. Have you all seen Die Hard 2?
The one in the airport.
That's the only one that I haven't seen.
Oh, I put up balloons. Sorry.
Ooh.
Die Hard 2, I saw it. It was okay. So in Minneapolis, another great thing about our town is there's a little micro movie theater near my house, which is 100-seater. It used to only have 40 seats, but once a month they have an event where you pay $5 and you go and you don't know what movie you're going to see. You just have to sit down and take it. And
that's fun.
It's so great because if you're a bad movie lover like I am, they show just the cream of the crop and new stuff you're not familiar with. It's wonderful. And for Christmas, they showed Die Hard 2, and they're this is a more popular movie, but it doesn't often get screened. And my God, was it so funny. It was so bad and so great. And I don't know. It's just my recommendation. It was just a wild ride beginning to end.
Heck yeah. What's everybody's best good bad movie? Oh, I'm sorry, Banky.
Oh, no.
Please, go
ahead.
Oh,
I love talking about good bad movies. So let's go.
What's a movie that you've seen? You're this is gonna be one of those good bad movies, and then you're this is actually good. This is actually good. Anybody? Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
And if anybody's watched Desert Bus for years, they know exactly what I'm going to say here, because I am going to say Southland Tales.
Oh my God.
Andrew,
I bussing love Southland Tales.
I think that is the peak bad movie.
Yeah, that is one of my literal all-time favorite movies. It is incredible, both on a good bad movie scale, but also just on a good scale, but also just on an ambition scale.
And on a money scale. I think that it might be the most expensive bad movie of all time.
It might be like they.
Although
gave that guy
Moonfall
money.
came around later, and Moonfall is terrible, and
Moonfall's-
also
yeah.
obviously
True.
had a
Okay,
huge
I'm
budget.
gonna dive into this.
I
One of my-
never saw Moonfall, but I just watched the trailer, and I love the idea that like the trailer's like, oh, the moon's gonna crash into the earth, and then like 2/3 of the way through the trailer, they're like, that's not enough. Also, aliens.
Yeah.
This is the same director as Donnie Darko?
This
Yes.
is the movie that he made after Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
When they
Yes.
gave him basically like carte blanche and too much money.
Yeah.
But like, if you brought this up, Jacob, look at the cast for a second.
I did.
It's
Yeah.
The Rock,
That
It
is
keeps
Sarah
going.
Michelle Gellar, Mandy Moore,
Amy
Will
Poehler?
Sasso, Amy Poehler. Like Janine Garofalo has a blink and you'll miss it cameo. John Lovitz is in there. Kevin Smith is in there.
Do you know what this feels like?
Half
Oh, I'm sorry.
of SNL is in there, I think, at the time. Like, it's bananas. And Justin Timberlake is the narrator.
That's right. One of my favorite things about Southland Tales is that after we watched it, I was like, wow, I have no idea what happened
Yeah.
during that film. And I was like, you know what? That's a little high. Maybe I'll go and like I'll go and Google it and see if I can read a synopsis. You
Yeah.
can't find a functional synopsis of Southland Tales
Uh-huh.
because the answer is no one knows.
Well,
That there-
do you-
Isn't an answer to what happens in Southland Tales.
I know exactly what happens in Southland Tales, but do you want to know why part of why you have difficulty with that is because Southland Tales, the movie, is parts 4, 5, and 6 of a 6-part story. The first half of the story was released as 3 graphic novels that no one read.
Yeah.
I have
I
Good idea.
do not know why they
Discovered-
thought this was a good idea.
How to do transmedia wrong.
Yeah.
You know what? All right. I'm sorry. My brain is locking up reading the anything about this movie. This
Yeah.
feels like you got a regular like D&D group, right? This
Yep.
feels like one person had to cancel the last minute, but everybody still
Yeah.
wants to play. So
Yep.
somebody just winged a one shot.
Yeah. That's a good read. Jacob, may I ask a favor of you?
Please.
Can I show you a movie the next time I'm in Victoria?
Absolutely. 100%. Is it
Unrelated.
Southland
My-
Tales?
Completely unrelated.
It's Southland Tales. My favorite thing to do is to show people this movie. Mia, former Desert Bus volunteer and longtime friend of the bus, and I love this movie to death. And we are currently trying to arrange a screening of it here in Vancouver that I am super excited about because I'm trying to drag my friends Tony and Taylor to it, who do every frame of painting, because I want to see what their reaction is to Southland Tales.
I can't believe I'm about to say this. I can, but I hate myself for it. I believe that there is a theater in town that you can rent for screenings.
There is.
You should.
Do it.
You should.
I don't know if I could watch it again. I'm like,
Yeah, it was.
it was tough. It was a
Um,
tough time.
Maria, what's your favorite bad movie?
Well, okay, first I'm going to let you know the budget question, which came up.
Oh yeah.
Which was
Oh, yeah.
Southland Tales adjusted for inflation. $2023, $25 million. So not that much. Okay, so I'm wrong. I'm straight up wrong. Megalopolis, somebody mentioned in the chat, 120 million, but it does not beat Moonfalls, whose budget was 150 million.
You watch Moonfall, and let me tell you, my takeaway watching Moonfall was this. Wow, they spent a lot of money to make this.
Like, where did that money go? It certainly wasn't on screen.
Unclear. Yeah.
Well, my ultimate favorite bad movie is, of course, The Room.
Yeah.
I've been a The Room fan my
yeah.
entire life.
Maria's a The Room truther,
I'm a The
which
Room
is, I mean,
truther.
committed to the truth that The Room is the best bad movie of all time.
I've received fewer than 4 Greg Sesterio cameo videos on various birthdays and anniversaries, which has just been really great for me to have kind of an ongoing conversation with Greg about the making of the movie over the course of several years.
Yeah.
But I've been introduced to so many more recently. There's one on YouTube I can recommend to everybody, which is all there. It was recently put up. It's called Sister Sensei, and it is completely atrocious. Do you know it, Jacob?
I do. I am familiar. Sadly, but yes.
Yes, it's a comedy kung fu movie made by people with a big dream and $5. And is actually like not too poorly edited or graphicked for the time because they had access to a movie and graphic studio because the guy who's made it, his dad was like a rich like film guy. Anyway, I'll say no more, but it is free and on YouTube, so check it out.
I'm just going to give us a quick commercial break here in the movie zone. I do want to get back to that because I want to hear everybody's, but I also have to answer a question from chat. But before I do any of that, I need to draw the winner of that giveaway.
Yeah.
We are past the cool down time. So Maria and Megan, we run the giveaway till like a specific time. We ran it till 10 a.m. Mm-hmm. There is a 5-minute cool down time. We kind of fuzz it on both sides so that we make sure that, you know, people can still have a chance to get in there. And I am going to draw a winner. And we are going to see who won the Bloomberg prize pack. So let's press this button and see what happens. Oh yeah, correct.
Me making a drum roll.
Spin that
Look at it go! That's so cool.
That's right. And your winner is Moose Mensch.
What a great username.
Thank you, Moose Mensch. I believe you were one of the higher donors on that one. But just so folks in the chat know, like it's every $11.11 is one entry. So if you donate multiples, you get multiple entries.
Wow, great username, Moose Mensch.
Congratulations, Moose Mensch.
Congratulations.
Please make sure you log into your donor account and make sure your address is up to date so that we can take these items from Jacob's home and send them directly out to you. Y'all want to know how much money that raised?
Yeah.
This Bloomberg bundle raised $7,243.72.
Yay!
Thank you so much, chat.
Great job, chat. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Nice work.
Please keep those donations rolling in chat if you're enjoying watching us and what we're talking about, whether it's movies or Zorbs or whatever. Feel free to just chip in a couple of bucks.
Zorbs.
And we still have the silent auction running on the website, as well as more giveaways coming up soon. We'll be running the Shift Mystery Box next. I think we'll probably start that one between, I'm going to say 11 and 11:30 local time, because I think that gives us plenty of time to do that before you need to go, Megan.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I will answer my question from chat and then pass it back to you for movies. The question from chat, somebody asked me, was for Southland Tales, do I watch the regular cut or the can cut? Southland Tales famously screened at Cannes and got a universal boo from everybody, legendarily so.
Wow.
It was my favorite tagline that I saw when I was looking up things was it previewed at Cannes. The reception was not as expected.
Yeah. And that cut was not actually really publicly seen until the Blu-ray release a couple of years ago. There was like an actual just sort of theatrical cut. The theatrical cut is much better. I have seen both cuts now. The theatrical cut is better. The can cut is worse. But the can cut does include an entire sequence of The Rock talking about nuclear baby farts. So your mileage may vary. And on that note, Megan, what's your favorite Batman?
I feel like one of my infamous traits as a person is that my actual favorite movie, and I'm not just saying favorite bad movie, but my favorite film is She's the Man. I love She's the Man. I think that She's the Man is an impeccable piece of comedic genius. I think that Amanda Bynes' performance is incredible. You know, that's me. That's my, you know.
I mean, like, Channing Tatum's comedic chops are nuts. Like, nobody should be that good looking and that funny. It's not fair.
He's very good in it, and he is very funny. And like I said, like Amanda Bynes is just like, she's really, really, really good in it.
Right.
It's absurd. For those of you who don't know, it's a take on. It's like a, you know, like 10 Things I Hate About You is Taming of the Shrew. It is that, but for 12th Night. Amanda Bynes. Yes, it's a Shakespeare. Amanda Bynes wants to prove that she can play soccer on a boys' team after her team gets cut. So she takes her twin brother's place at his boarding school, and you know, learns to play soccer and falls in love with Channing Tatum.
I want to learn to play soccer and fall in love with Channing Tatum.
I mean, don't we all? It's like really.
Which
really,
character is Malvolio?
Oh, there's a spider. There's a tarantula named Malvolio. It's a tarantula.
That can talk?
Nope, it's just a tarantula.
They're just there. Okay, yeah.
It's just someone's tarantula. It's truly so excellent. I don't know. If you haven't, it's like 2006. If you haven't seen it, just like do yourself a favor. You know, it's like it's a charming, hilarious, perfect film.
That's a good recommendation. That sounds interesting.
Ow.
You doing all right there, Jake?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm great. I'm good. No. I'm just gonna I'm gonna just lay on the floor for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
That was.
What happened?
What happened to Jacob?
It's floor time.
It's floor time. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Yeah, sometimes it's floor time, baby.
We're just gonna. Well, floor time. It's okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for the person who sent this gif of Amanda Bynes in her boarding school outfit. It's incredible.
Somebody in chat also called out Miami Connection. I got to give props to that one. Great soundtrack. The band who wrote the songs for that play them in the movie. They're in a band and also they're ninjas, of course. But they didn't know at the time that they were going to like be in the movie. They thought they were just writing some songs for it. And then the guy making the movie is like, oh no, you're also in it. Against the Ninja, what's the other one? Like The Power of Friendship or something like that. They're like absolute banger tracks in this just garbage movie. Dragon Sound, thank you. Yes, they're so good. And I also recommend to you another great bad movie, The Stuff, if you haven't seen it, which is The Stuff. It's about a new product like food that looks kind of like Miracle Whip or whatever.
Yeah. This sounds familiar now.
And it like takes over the world. It is so good. And any film by Neil Breen. Neil Breen fans in the chat? Neil Breen, the softest man alive. An architect who lives in Las Vegas and casts his films off of Craigslist. Has been shown like at film festivals in France and stuff. And oh boy, they're so bad. Twisted Pair. Yep.
Fantastic.
Wow, I knew this chat would be in for this topic.
Heck yeah.
What do you got for us, Jacob?
Dog Soldiers.
Dog Soldier. I'm writing it down.
Soldiers.
It was released in 2002. And it is you think it's going to be an action movie. It is in fact a horror movie. I thought it was going to be absolutely terrible, and I enjoyed every second of it. Every second of it. It was so good. I love this movie. So there's parts of it that don't hold up because it's 2002. But it is worth a watch, understanding that it is from 2002. It's a UK. It was made, produced in the UK. It's very good. I really enjoyed it.
It looks like it was the directorial debut of Neil Marshall, who did The Descent, which is a fantastic horror movie.
Oh yes, I love The Descent.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had no idea.
I'm so excited.
It was very good. Yep. Yeah. It's about essentially werewolves in the Scottish Highlands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, and a bunch of people just going like, "Oh no!" Like it's great. Yeah.
This is why I love movies like this. Like we call them bad or whatever, but the truth is like I legitimately love every single moment of it. So like, is it bad? Like, I don't know. How do you answer that honestly?
I may be cringe, but I am free.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, my favorite metric to judge a movie on is how much does it feel like it is succeeding at the thing that it wants to be, kind of thing. Like not against some sort of abstract standard or anything, but like, no, if I'm trying to make, a comedy movie about toilet humor and butts and farts, like how good a movie about butts and farts is it, kind of thing. So it's how much does it convey that, yes, we're making this type of movie. Yes, we want to be making this type of movie. And yes, we think this is a good example of making that type of movie. And looking at stuff through that lens, there's tons of movies that, don't get really sought out for. I mean, there's whole genres that don't get really sought out for awards. And that way I find I can like really appreciate like, oh, this does an incredible job of being what it wants to be, kind of thing.
Maybe that's what the Peabody can be for.
Yeah.
We gotta
get back from that.
There should be a Peabody for schlock. Like, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. 100%. Oh. Yeah. Okay. This is good. This is a good list.
Yeah. I've been writing down things people are saying from chat too. So thank you so much. One of my goals in life is to become like a great, bad film connoisseur and just like always know which one to give out as a recommendation in any situation to like let people know enough of fun.
Like a sommelier for bad movies. Ah, yes, you enjoy this and this, and could I please recommend the 1992 Sarah Michelle?
Yeah.
A familier.
Yes, yeah. Sommelier, very good.
I like it. HD Dabnado just got here. Anybody mention Southland Tales? I'm right here.
Oh boy, did we mention it. What is like? I was gonna ask you like one of the iconic lines from that movie, but we probably can't. We'd have to put Bus in there for sure.
No, I can. Scientists are saying the future is going to be far more futuristic than originally predicted.
Great.
Sarah Michelle Gellar says that very earnestly, as I don't think it's actually part of her podcast, but she is a porn star who has her own energy drink named Krista Now.
I think the sincerity is a key ingredient that we need in a great bad movie. The sincerity that you are making some high art. The director needs to have a vision that is truly absurd and like beyond and will not be moved from this vision. And they need to have no money. Those are the ingredients.
The boba.
Got there.
Yeah. Sincerity makes the best comedy.
Correct.
And I love ambition. I absolutely love productions that have just absurd ambition. One of my favorite feelings with any type of media in any medium is when I'm experiencing it and I genuinely cannot believe that a human being has created this.
Yeah.
It's just so good or so intense or so whatever that I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
How did this get made? How did you come up with this and execute on it? It's insane.
Oh, a god complex. I'd put that in fourth place. If the director has like a god complex, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay. So video.
I was going to ask you, Maria, because you mentioned we were talking a little bit about the bad movies thing there. I also have an answer because I have very specific personal hobby horses for movies that people think are bad or were critical flops or were seen as bad, but are actually genuinely great.
Maria and I watched one of these recently.
Yeah,
which we will stand by, which someone mentioned earlier, which is Spice World. I think that Spice World was classically, like, it was absolutely trashed when it came out. Because, in part, of course, because it was like for women and about women in the 90s. And like, if you rewatch it, you're like, do you know what? This is just like a fun movie, right? It's not trying to be anything other than what it is. Exactly. Yeah. It knows exactly what it is and it executes it well. And it's so fun.
That's that metric I was talking about. Do you know what you are, and do you do a good job of being it?
Yeah, absolutely.
No. My pick for that metric, it was seen as a flop or it didn't do well or it wasn't very well regarded, but it's actually a genuinely incredible movie, Speed Racer.
Okay.
Speed Racer is genuinely great. I absolutely adore that movie.
That's going on the list.
It is incredibly worth your time. They took $200 million to make a CG version of that cartoon that you remember from I guess 6 a.m. on Teletoon, which is the Canadian equivalent of Nickelodeon. And they did not adjust or change or update it to be grittier or more adult or whatever for the fact that it was a theatrical film. They were just like, no, we're keeping the same, exact same level. There are transitions that are a person's head spinning across the screen to cut between two different scenes.
Great.
Bokeh turns into hearts at points when characters zoom in. It's unbelievable. And Mikey Newman, who was on First Shift, does movies with Mikey over on FilmJoy and has an incredible movie video essay about how it is like. I don't know if he says it was the first or if it's the best cubist film, but Mikey is also very bullish on Speed Racer.
Oh yeah, Dread. Thanks.
Dread,
Dread's
so
a good pick.
Dread's a really good pick.
Dread is. I saw somebody the other day arguing that it was like Dread is the best video game movie that is not technically a video game movie, and I think they're right.
I agree.
Like,
gosh, I really want to watch Dread again. I just loved it. The world building is like really a great way to get me want to be invested in a film, and that has great world building.
Yes.
For a very low budget as well.
Yep. Yeah, it tells you everything you need to know about Dread and Mega City in the first like 15 seconds, and then Sorry, I'm just
you just get down.
Adjusting. Yeah,
low.
just adjusting.
Get low.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, as Chad is mentioning, it was just announced, I think, yesterday or the day before, that Alex Garland, the director and I think writer of Dread, is going to be the writer on the upcoming Elden Ring movie. And the community has a wide range of thoughts and feelings about that, which I feel like is very valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Alex Garland's filmography, and that could really go either way. And there's Matt with the tray.